Welcome back to Breakfast Television, and we are pleased to welcome back to the program Jessica Holmes with Depression the Comedy. It's a brand new book, and delving into depression as, well, new material for your fans, but not new material for you, in a book that's an interesting take on a serious topic. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How you doing?
Really good, and I'm excited to speak to you about this because you've been an advocate for many years in terms of speaking about your experience with depression, but I think putting it on a page is a completely different experience. So why did you decide to put it into a book?
I wanted to frame, there are so many very serious downer books about depression, and I wanted to write something that truly would be fun and safe and gentle and very silly, and so that people could sort of learn about depression or just hear my fart jokes or whatever.
Sure.
In a kind of an easy way.
Yes.
And a friendly way. And I'm happy with it. I feel like the people who have read it so far have said it's an easy way to sort of get into a dark topic, and that's what I wanted.
Yeah, and making it approachable is likely, you know, part of the battle for many people. Mm-hmm. And speak about how you sought help and how you were able to dig into your own journey.
Yeah, so what fascinates me about depression is that it can sneak up without you even knowing it. And I was depressed for 2 years before I got diagnosed. But part of getting diagnosed changed my life so much for the better. So now I do mindfulness, which mindfulness is kind of weird because they say you're just being here now. So that takes a little while to wrap your head around. Mm-hmm. But things like exercise, I got a dog. I got a prescription for a dog, which basically was like you have to go out running every day. And so now almost every day I do a 5K with my baby. Oh, look at me in my gray jammies.
Yeah, there you are, exercise and dog.
Yeah, I wasn't very impressed at that time with the fact that they're always all over me. But you know what? I would say my life is even better than it was before because I do pay attention to mental health now. So even if someone isn't depressed, even if they're just in a funk or they're looking for a little change, there are so many small steps you can take, tiny little changes to your day that can make you live just a fuller life and be more appreciative and feel better.
And what is it about comedy and depression that you think go hand in hand? Because it seems like the pendulum swings to the opposite side of the spectrum, but really they're interrelated.
Yeah, well, in comedy, we say tragedy plus time equals comedy, or stress plus time equals comedy. And so for us, it's very natural to take a negative and turn it into a punchline. But I talked to the late Mike McDonald and interviewed him for the book just to say, what do depressed people go into comedy, or does comedy cause depression? And he said it's a bit of both. He's like, it's the highs and lows and the stop and start that you're constantly doing creatively, mixed with the fact that we're analyzers, we're nitpickers, we're always sort of looking for the holes in things, and so you mix those two things together, and I guess that's the magic recipe for a sad comedian. But now I feel great, and I'm still in comedy, but I sort of changed things a little bit, and I talk about that in the book, how the psychiatrist helped me. I said, if I stay in comedy, I need it to be a better lifestyle, one that's not so stop and go, that's not so unstable.
Right.
So it was great. We just figured out some ways to make every day full of highs without whether or not I'm working.
Right, yeah. Striking that balance.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you could probably become reliant on that piece of it informing your other career.
Well, I know you're the passenger for so much of your career when you're in comedy, and so I wanted to be the driver a little more and figure out what projects am I excited to wake up, jump out of bed, and work on every day. Mm-hmm. And so now that's kind of more what I do. Yeah.
And then how are you hoping that your own observations in your own life and the impact that depression has had on your own life will help other people?
So I was very candid, perhaps more candid than I should have been, even writing about marriage, for example, how depression affects your relationship with your significant other, with your family, with your children. That was a tough chapter to write. But like I said, I just tried to find the lightest parts of things and then turn it into punchlines and jokes so that other people can maybe see similar patterns that they've gotten into, or just have a laugh at my expense. I don't know.
Sure.
Whatever floats your boat.
Did it feel like a certain step forward for you? Was it a brave step forward? Were you questioning yourself, or you just went with your gut and went for it?
For comedians, we say leap and the net will appear. So that's always been my approach to career, is that I want to be an open book. I want to be someone who learns from experience and then shares it. I feel like I do keep falling and then having to relearn things. I'm not the quickest learner, but It's, for me, it's about sharing and being transparent, and I feel like that's how we all heal. Like, it's been so healing for me when other people share their stories with me, so I just wanted to pay it forward, and yeah. We comedians are shameless.
Fair enough. And you know what? It is certainly an entertaining read, Depression, the comedy, and also one that I'm sure that many people will connect with. So congratulations to you on the book.
Thank you.